Exclusive. Prince Harry's Christmas olive branch. From King Charles, it's a realistic option. Experts predict what's in store for the royal family this Christmas amid the ongoing trouble with Prince Harry and King Charles, and why it could be a time for them to come together. The most wonderful time of the year is officially upon us, and few families embrace the spirit of Christmas quite like the British royals. Certain aspects of the royal Christmas are a fundamental part of our lives, and have been for generations, says royal correspondent Richard Palmer. The King's speech, the big gathering at Sandringham, and the family's walk to church on Christmas Day all fill the news schedule, providing a sense of tradition and an important message about their values and the way they lead the nation. As usual, King Charles and Queen Camilla will host this year's festivities on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk, continuing a custom set by the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. With the timescale set in stone, the festivities commence with a Christmas Eve tea, followed by the exchange of light-hearted gifts and then a formal dinner. On Christmas morning, the family attend a service at St. Mary Magdalene Church on the estate, and after tucking into roast turkey and all the trimmings, they gather around the TV to watch the Monarchs broadcast at 3 p.m., before the revelry continues into the evening. Sandringham will certainly be a hive of activity, with the King and Queen set to be joined by the Prince and Princess of Wales and their children, Prince George, 12, Princess Charlotte, 10, and Prince Louis, 7, as well as the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh with Lady Louise Windsor and James, Earl of Wessex. Anne, Princess Royal, and her husband Sir Timothy Lawrence are also expected to join the celebrations, along with Zara and Mike Tyndall and their 3 children, plus Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie and their families. It's a major thing because there are only 2 occasions in the year when the whole family gets together for any length of time. During the summer at Balmoral, and then at Christmas at Sandringham, says royal commentator and author Katie Nicholl. For the King, Christmas Day is also the one day of the year when he doesn't read the government papers in his red box. It's a religious day and the only day he can fully switch off, just as his mother used to. Last year, some 45 guests attended the 3-day Sandringham shenanigans, said to be the family's largest ever festive get-together. Invites were extended to Camilla's family, including her son Tom Parker Bowles and his 2 children, and her daughter Laura Lopes and her family. Camilla's sister Annabelle Elliott, who is one of her personal aides, was also part of the fun. Until the change of monarch, Camilla used to leave straight after lunch on Christmas Day to go and see her family, says Richard. But as we saw last year, Tom and Laura and their families now join everyone at Sandringham. It's all quite modern. A donné of the great successes of the royal family through the ages has been its ability to change with the times, but to portray a sense of continuity at the same time. In 2023, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and Sarah Ferguson were also invited. These days it really is a huge, bumper Christmas, says Katie. Having them along showed how Charles was trying to keep Andrew far from public life, while not ostracizing him from the family. But the pair were not present in 2024 due to Andrew's controversial alleged links to a Chinese businessman, and they have reportedly been disinvited this year over further fallout from the Jeffrey Epstein scandal and the stripping of all Andrew's royal titles. As Andrew continues to find himself caught up in various furores, I think the King is of the view that it's better to keep him out of the spotlight at Christmas, says Richard. With the eyes of the media on them, it's probably better for all concerned. Also unlikely to be part of proceedings are the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and their 2 children Archie and Lilibet. Although Harry met with his father Charles for the first time in more than a year in September, sources believe their rift is not fully resolved, and there is still a gaping gulf between him and William. A Skype call is probably a more realistic option, Richard tells us. It's too soon for Harry and Meghan to attend an event like the Royal Christmas when there's so much still to sort out. Katie agrees that the Sussexes still face a long road back, saying, the initial step of reconciliation between Harry and his father will hopefully lead to something meaningful in future. But I'm not sure everyone's as willing to welcome Harry in from the cold just yet. After challenging days for the royals in recent times, this festive period will undoubtedly carry a renewed sense of hope and gratitude. The difficulties of the past 18 months, marked by the ill health of both King Charles and the Princess of Wales, will make it an even more poignant and special time, says Katie. We've heard Kate talk so movingly about the importance of love and family during her cancer recovery, which gives these occasions extra significance. For the king, Christmas will round off another year of continued cancer treatment. It's difficult to know if or when that treatment will end, but I know those closest to him worry that the work's too hard, says Richard. It will be good for him to have a rest, because for the rest of the year he's known to be a workaholic and is usually at his desk until late at night. Past few weeks, the king will no doubt have been working on his Christmas Day address, watched by up to 10 million each year. Like the late Queen before him, Charles always insists on writing his speech himself, says Katie. So far, he has consistently hit the right note, making sure no one is forgotten. He uses it as a way of connecting with the public and shining a spotlight on those who are vulnerable, and who have faced significant challenges over the previous 12 months. More than 3 years after the death of his mother, the late Queen's absence will still be felt by the family. She always adored Christmas, adds Katie. And I think as much as the king puts his own stamp on it, she's never going to be far from everybody's mind. The loss of her is felt at many points during the year, but Christmas is the time when she is particularly missed and remembered. Thankfully, the growing younger generation of royals are on hand to help lighten the mood, and as Katie points out, having the children around is one of the highlights. It's always a time of much excitement, and Charles and Camilla love doing things with the little ones like finishing decorating the trees. The Wales children also have the bonus of celebrating Christmas twice. Once with the King and Queen and then with Granny and Grandpa Middleton. As the all-important day draws closer, this special edition of OK unpacks all the traditions of the royal Yuletide. We explore what goes on at Sandringham, as well as the work that goes into sprucing up the royal residences. We also revisit Kate Carol concerts, the family's encounters with Santa, and check out customs enjoyed by other monarchies across Europe. Here's to inspiring some wonderfully merry moments of your own.